There is a little-known controversy around Tbilisi Sameba Cathedral. For tourists, the cathedral is a prominent landmark and a symbol of the city, but for many locals, it is a ghastly, tacky, and out-of-place eyesore that soars above the low-lying Avlabadi neighborhood. Of course, this isn't the controversy that is the subject of this video. No, Tbilisi Sameba Cathedral has a dark past behind its amber-colored walls and golden cross. In 1989, the Georgian Patriarch Catholicos Ilya II decided that a new head church for the Georgian Orthodox Church was needed. Until April 14, 1989, Shamkhoretsot's Armenian Orthodox Church in Tbilisi's Avlabadi neighborhood was the city's largest church. However, that morning, it was found in ruins. The Georgian authorities blamed the church's destruction on a 4.0 magnitude earthquake that happened the previous day. However, many of the city's Armenians believe that the church was demolished intentionally to make way for the new head Georgian Orthodox Church. Ultimately, the chosen location for the new Georgian Orthodox Cathedral, seating the head of the Georgian Orthodox Church, was the Khojavank Armenian Pantheon, on the slopes of Makhata Mountain and in the heart of Avlabadi. Avlabadi is the second oldest neighborhood of Tbilisi and has long been the heart of Tbilisi and Georgia's Armenian population. In fact, until as late as the 19th century, Tbilisi had more Armenians living in it than it did Georgians. Naturally, the city's Armenian population was outraged that the location for the new seat of the Georgian Orthodox Church would not only be in the heart of the country's Armenian center, but on an Armenian cemetery. However, this was not any ordinary cemetery. Khojavank Cemetery was the final resting place for dozens of Armenia's greatest intellectuals, poets, and authors of the 19th century. Their graves were dug up, tombstones removed, and the cemetery was all but erased. Sameba was consecrated on Gheorghe, St. George's Day, November 23, 2004. Tbilisi Sameba Cathedral is a celebration of the Georgian Orthodox Church, which celebrated its 1,500th anniversary upon the cathedral's consecration, the celebration of the 2000th anniversary of Christianity, and the new age which Georgia entered following its independence from the USSR. To add insult to injury for the city's Armenian population, the cathedral would dominate the neighborhood of Avlabadi, a monumental reminder of the country's new Georgian way. Prior to the completion of Sameba, the tallest church in Georgia was Alaverdi Monastery near Tel Aviv in Kakheti, which stands at a height of 50 meters, 164 feet, whereas Sameba rises 87 meters, 285 feet from the base of the main building to the top of the cross, and 101 meters including its foundation, which is built into a hillside. Unfortunately, Sameba's construction isn't the sole example of Armenian churches being left to ruin. During the late 19th century, there were originally 29 Armenian Orthodox churches in Tbilisi. Since Georgia's independence, of the Armenian Orthodox churches which survived the Soviet Union, 8 were converted to Georgian Orthodox churches, leaving the city's thousands of Armenians with only 2 Armenian Orthodox churches. Many of the city's Armenians point to the construction of Sameba Cathedral as a brazen attempt to replace the city's long Armenian heritage with a Georgianified present and future. It is somewhat fitting that the cathedral was built in an era of rampant post-Soviet nationalism. Following years of civil war in Abkhazia, secessionist movements in South Ossetia, a population loss of over 1 million people, around 20% of the country's population, and a complete economic collapse, Georgia was literally disintegrating into chaos. Tbilisi Sameba Cathedral became a manifestation of Georgian hope and pride in an otherwise morose time. Only, this hope was built on someone else's hallowed ground. For more information about Tbilisi and its neighborhoods, and Georgia as a whole, visit our website www.visiting-georgia.com. Thanks for watching.